Excerpts from the journals of a mixed kid. 1, growing up half white in an all-black family is like pulling your face away from your skull, just so you can see what you're really made of. As a kid, I was taught that blood is thicker than water. Thick like a hallelujah in the throat of a Baptist preacher. I was taught, what happens in this house? And when we go out, don't be wilding like white kids in the supermarket, because trust me, you will catch a beat down in aisle 3. And you can try and call child services when we get home, but baby, you gotta make it to the phone. 2, my grandfather was all I knew Christ to be. He raised 12 kids, sought over 3 farms, founded 2 churches, and could quote the Bible like he wrote it. This, with just a 2nd grade education. He bled heaven and spoke God. The only time I saw him cry, it rained. 3, my grandmother told me we wasn't Catholic because she didn't believe in following no man that claimed to represent the Lord but dressed like the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. She always had this funny way of pulling back the curtains a little bit further until the sun rays no longer looked like gasoline-dipped demons coming to drag my soul to hell. She told me, Tom, your mom ain't gonna die until you do. I used to think that this was her way of telling me if I ever wanted to see the woman that gave birth to me, all I had to do was look in the mirror. 4, most people think I look like my father. 4.1, most people also think I'm Puerto Rican. 5, maybe she was telling me that I am an ocean with more fathoms than the human mind can fathom, a complex culmination of cross-colored cultures causing curiosity and confusion, much more than the color that forms your assumption of my heritage. My ethnicity is more ambiguous than the origin of the wind. 6, to this day, my cousins still call me light bulb. I have yet to find this offensive. 7, as a kid, I was passed around like a blunt in a freestyle cipher. So I've got aunts who played mom when mine left on the winds of a goodbye, like dreams on the rising lashes of opening eyelids. They are the kind of beautiful that can only be found in something shattered. I have watched them slow drag through empty living rooms, sipping memories on the rocks of nostalgia with a whiskey chaser, stepping on the rhythm of Marvin Gaye's vocal cords like a cat walking across piano keys. They have always given me the impression that God gives the poor an appreciation of the beauty poured upon the pure. So we would have more to aspire to than money. 8, I've had this fascination with Superman ever since I was 5 years old. My father gave me a comic book and a promise that I would own every new issue as soon as it hit the shelves. But I would go for months at a time without seeing his face. I wouldn't own another comic book until I was old enough to pay for my own, but now that I'm grown, I realize I owe him my life. For I learned to write on those nights he didn't come to help me escape. I adorned pen like Kate, poems like suits, turned notebooks into phone booths. So when this world kept me grounded in depravity, I scripted one without gravity and flew, making these conscious comments of confidence my comics. 9, I learned about poetry from a sister who has had her heart broken so many times she had the pieces numbered for reconstructive purposes. The last time I stole her notebook, I opened to a tear-stained poem entitled, I Still Do. It read, I hate you. Because you lied, and me, well, I loved you. I hate you because you cheated, and me, well, I loved you. But most of all, I hate you because I still love you. I am her #1 fan. She doesn't write anymore. Claims the pen cuts deeper than any surgeon's scalpel and the words offer no anesthesia for this type of operation. She helped me to see that sometimes talent isn't wasted. It's just too much of a burden to bear. 10, this is the village that raised me. The reason I shoot off at the mouth like there's a double barrel buried in my belly and a Glock cocked on my tonsils. While I stand like I got steel beams for bones and a backbone composed of mortar-fortified cinder blocks. While I open eyes like alarm clocks, provoke thought like nerve-ending, sensing pain. While I stand on this stage and perform open-heart surgery on myself with no anesthesia. You might not see them, but they are here, calling me names like light bulb, reminding me that this flesh is but a lampshade and I am shining. Because what defines the character of a man is not the color of his skin, but the content of his soul.